Hello everyone, I'm Defense3004. Welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I always enjoy hanging out with you, so sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's get into some gaming. So, we just got done getting this guy, a griffin. He's not very high, or she's not very high level, but we do have one, and boy, these things are a pain to knock out, because they are kind of fast, but they can't turn for nothing, so you can stand in one spot and just, trank them until you have to chase him down to knock him out. But we do have a griffin now, and I've never had a griffin, so I think that's pretty doggone awesome. I want to go see if there's any way that we can find oil. I know on the original Ragnarok there was oil down in the water, and I don't know if there is now or not. So maybe what I'm going to do is take something that's going to be able to keep us somewhat protected in the water. I don't know which one, but we're going to go see. This guy's a little bit higher level, so let's take him. What does he have on him? Not a lot. Okay, let's go down into the water, and let's go see if we can even at all find any oil, because I really want to do that. If not, we're just going to have to go around and look for some, because I really want to make some jerky and stuff like that. We're going to need oil for the fabricator and different things like that. So, there is that. To make fuel. And I was thinking maybe this time we'd head up over that way, pretty much the opposite way, and go see what's up there in different areas. I know there used to be Giganotosauruses up there, but I don't know if they're in the game right now or not, so we'll have to definitely go see. And then I'll make some more trank darts and everything else, and then we'll head up there and just go see what we can find. But first, let me just go and go to first person view. I am going to use my spyglass, and I'm going to see if there's anything out there. Doesn't look like there's too much out there, so let's go see if we can find, those purple places where the oil used to be, or, is on the island and stuff, and I don't know if that's actually going to be out here or not. Only thing we can do is try. That is not it. That is for sure. Okay. So far, we're not finding much of anything. Doesn't mean that's not here. Just, the heck is that stuff down there? Those just plants down there? Kind of looks like it. It means that we're not finding what I am looking for, and that is going to happen. I don't think there's going to be any on the other side either. The heck? Is that crystal? What the heck? There's actually crystal down here. That's crazy. Whoa. Just get up out of here, buddy. And let's get up on land. Come on, you can do it. We're almost there. I got it. Doggone Megalodon. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go and find ourselves another anky somewhere. And that is rather unfortunate. I did find the bag, and I'm almost overweight, so I'm gonna go get the We'll get the Carno or something, and we'll gather the rest of that stuff up before it disappears. But there is crystal underneath this place too, and I did not know that. That's awesome. So now I have to get back up there, and guess we just lost a good anky, and that's a stinker. It does happen, but I wasn't expecting a megalodon to come around that fast when I didn't even see him or anything. Should expect it, but I didn't. I did get that stuff back, so now I just have to get this guy back up on the base, and then I guess we can go see. Maybe we can find a good level anky somewhere. Better level anky. We might even go up behind us and see up in those hills up there and see if there's another good one up there. I can work on that. But yeah, this guy is loaded and he has quite a bit of weight, but man, that crystal just weighs so much. I got all that crystal put away. Now let's go see about making some of the rifle ammo. I don't want to make 45. Let's just go ahead and make like 30, I'm going to say. That way we have that. We'll do that, and then we'll put in some of the stuff that we need, and we will, yeah, we'll just go let this guy cook up. Narcotic. And then we can have quite a bit more of the trains. So let's go and work on that. So we're going to have a little bit more gunpowder, at least 100 more. That's going to help us out. Okay, that's good. Alright, so we have 90 bullets. That's cool. That's going to help. And apparently these death essence things, the essence of a perished tamed creature, can be resurrected in the waters of an oasis source. So I'm just going to drop because we don't need it. It's not going to do us any good to keep it. Let's go ahead and see if we can, let me see, how much, we have 89 narcotic in here. How many of those can we make? We can make 29. Let's make, we should probably make all 29 of them as far as I'm concerned because, you know, we're going to need them. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, it looks like all those got done. So let's just go and take those. And now I am going to go put something on this guy. I'm going to put some of the rare mushrooms that I picked up on this guy. Maybe they'll last a little bit longer, 42 days. Yeah, that's going to be quite a while. We do have plenty of narco berries on him. Maybe we'll just take a half stack or so. And let's go see if we can find another anky. It's going to be good level. I forgot we don't have a saddle on that guy. I am going to go up into here, and I'm going to go see if I can find one, and hopefully there'll be a pretty good one up here, and then we'll head up that way. I did find one! That's insane! I actually found a really good level one, and this one is going to be a little difficult, just because of his level. Let me go ahead and show you. So, this is a 110. You can see it right there, right above him. 110. That's crazy. This guy might take a little bit to knock out, but I'm sure that we can do it. We just have to do it carefully. You should be going down here pretty quick there, buddy. There he goes. All right. Now comes the fun part. Trying to get this guy tamed up. All right. Our new Anky's going to be taming up here in a quick second. 54 levels is what they're going to get. So level 164. That's amazing. That's awesome. That really does help out a lot. It was almost maximum level, but not quite. So that's good. Now, let's just go ahead and get this guy back home. I'm gonna drop you off right over here, buddy, and I'm actually gonna put some wood on the forge. And I did pick up quite a bit, so then we can plan on going and gathering up a whole bunch of that. Get a whole bunch of metal soon. We should be doing pretty good then. So we have 114 of the metal. Looks like we are actually down to 220 metal. That's great. Well, that's not great, but that's still quite a bit. So let me just go and get this in the thing over here, and then we'll start getting that going as well, so that we can make a whole bunch more gunpowder. Just make 100 more for right now, and then I'll drop the extra wood that I have on the bird and whatever other stuff that I don't need to be carrying on him. And then I will just go and put this in here, and that should help us get quite a few more narcotic. That's going to help out quite a bit. And now we're going to have, looks like 60 more narcotic, and that's good. I think I got everything out of here that I needed. It looks like I did. I can still make quite a few more of the trank darts, but I don't think I'm going to right this minute. Alright, let's go over here. Let's go follow this around for a little ways, and let's just go see what the heck. We've only been up to here. Really, we haven't gone past that point much. So let's go see what may be up around the bend. Hopefully something good, and hopefully we'll be able to find some really good stuff. I just don't know. Things have definitely changed for sure, so I'm sure there's going to be some other surprises that we just don't know about. I'm quite a ways past that area that, whoa, what the heck, man, that was a close flash. Back there where we just basically went up to the edge of. So now we are getting pretty much into, I would say, more dangerous area. I don't know that for sure. Doesn't look like it with dodos around, I guess, huh? But you never know. Looks like there's some good metal up here too. The heck is those floating plants? Oh, good grief. Okay, so we have floating plants up here. Yay! It looks like there's some pretty good stuff up here. There's some good metal and everything. We probably ought to bring an anky up here at some point in time. We can get some really good metal. That looks like some pretty good stuff there too. Pretty good amount, I would think. Let's go look over here. Let's go see what the heck. That's a different looking rock. So make sure we're safe. Oh, oil! Sweet, we found some oil. Hey, we got 30 oil. Wonder how many are here, because that's a... Is that still there? No, it is not. Okay. Well, look at this. Look. All kinds of... Holy moly. There is quite a bit of it here. That's great. Maybe we could bring an anky up here and actually get a lot of oil. Because they generally gather a lot more of the resources pretty easy. Darn, that's crazy. We should bring them up here soon. Go and explore this area a little bit more, bringing the anky around with us. Maybe we'll find some pretty good stuff up here along the way, huh? Getting a lot of stone, which we really don't need the stone, but we could definitely use the oil. How much do we have? 143. Holy moly. That's a lot of oil. Okay. Looks like we only have 78 rock, but we do have a lot of oil, and that's good. Let's put it on him. The bird's not doing too bad. Cool. Well, it's actually not too far away from our base, it looks like, so... Wow, look at all the metal, and it looks like there's even more oil here. Holy moly. Okay, well, this is good. This is what we've been It's what I've been trying to find, but I didn't know where it would be or what it would look like. So now we have more oil. Yay! And there's all kinds of metal up here too. If you're looking for some of the stuff that's generally in the volcanoes, the obsidian, it looks like there is a bit here. It's not a lot, but there is a little bit, so that's always good. And if you're just looking for obsidian, you now know where to come to. It is not terribly far away. And guess that's actually pretty good, so that way we can find it pretty easy. Here's even some more obsidian, so it looks like we can actually find a lot of obsidian if we want to. Looks like there's lots of metal, and it looks like there may be some more oil rocks right out here, so sweet. This is good. This is really, really good. Looks like obsidian and oil. How do you like that? I think we may be nearing some of the more dangerous area. Because if this is anything like the original Ragnarok, then there could potentially be mantis and centipedes and all kinds of other non-friendly things up this way. And there could potentially be wyverns up in this area, because I know there used to be around here. At least on the evolved version, there used to be. So we're just going to take a look here and see. This does look very reminiscent of... Oh, yeah, it looks kind of dangerous. This does definitely look like the same lava-y area, which means that there's going to be a volcano up there. Yeah. Means that, yeah, it's gonna get pretty hairy here for a little bit. Or at least in a little bit. Looks like there's some guys duking it out with something up there. I don't know exactly what it is. Some raptors. Okay. I'm not noticing... Ooh, this looks like swamp, too. You know that? Look at all the bones in the water. Wow, that's crazy. Or the muck, whatever you want to call it. So this looks like another swampy area for sure. And look at all those bones. That is crazy. I do like this. This is cool. Definitely looks like a place where things came to perish. For sure. Definitely looks like a hot area, that's for sure. I don't know what's going to be up over here. Let's go see. Oh, there we go. There's the centipedes. Oh no, that's a boa. Okay, Titanoboa. Looked like a centipede to me. Looks like all kinds of cool stuff. Well, not cool. Dangerous stuff up here. That's awesome. It's gonna be fun coming up this way with like a land creature, because it might not last terribly long, if you know what I mean. And there's even bones way up here. How do you like that? I like the placement of bones and stuff. Big old skeletons, stuff like that down there in the water. Very cool and very kind of scary too. Well, let's go up here this way a little ways more, and let's go see if there's anything up around the corner. Oh, there's the centipedes, our arthropleura. Yep. Okay, I figured they'd be around here somewhere, and I thought for sure that I saw like daedons or something. I'm not seeing any right now. Does definitely look like there's boas and the centipedes. There's quite a few of them around here too. That's crazy. Looks like things have kind of stayed the same. Here, those, I'll call them Gila monsters. So those are the Megalanias. That's very interesting that they have those guys up here. Which they were up here on Ragnarok on the Evolved also. So I guess that's not too bad. Doesn't look like too bad of an area. It looks like we're returning more to normal. And I think wyverns will potentially be up in that area over there. Because it looks like that's the same kind of stone that they like to be in. So there's a probability that there will be wyverns up in that area over there. I don't know exactly what kind of wyverns, and I'm not going to go looking right now. We've already seen some poison ones, and some of the wyverns are a little bit much for me. I've never tamed one, but sometime I am going to have to try to, just so I can know if I can actually get it. Huh. Just going to say, I didn't know if these were oil rocks or not. I don't think that they are. They don't look like it. Oh, look at that. How do you like that? There's a dead fish like they used to have on Evolved up here. That's crazy. I'm going to go make sure there is nothing out there. It's ready to... Okay, parasaurs and stuff, so I guess we're going to be relatively safe then. Yeah, let's just go ahead and see what we can do with this guy, huh? Well, lots of keratin. And what is that? Oh, rotten meat. Okay, we have a lot of rotten meat. Holy moly. It looks like a little bit of oil, too. There's some oil there. It isn't a lot of oil, but it is some. There's a lot of stuff. What the heck? That was weird. I guess when it poofed away, it made a funny sound. Oh, it wasn't. It was him. That's what it was. It's a level 12 Allosaurus. Not a big deal. Thought it was going to be something. I figured it was an Allosaurus. It looked like one, but didn't know what level. Okay, so now we have a whopping lot of meat and a little bit more of the... We have lots of keratin and some oil, too. That's crazy. Here's another one of those, I guess they're basilisks. They're not basilisks, but Basilosaurus. I've seen them. Let's go see what we can get using this guy. So he might actually be able to get a... I don't know if he got more, but he did still get a fair amount. I think we actually got more keratin if we used our axe on him, or our pick. And of course, I'm sure a fair amount of hide, but I'm not even too sure. We might have got some hide, I guess. Okay. This is a decent area on Evolve. This is actually a really good area. A lot of bit dangerous, but not a bad area. If you can stay away from all the dangerous creatures up here. Which can be a little bit difficult. But again, there's these bridges and stuff. I do remember this from Evolved. I always thought that was very, very cool. You had all these nice bridges and things. Be a really good place to set up a base, you know, where you could get to both islands and just do some stuff. There's lots of flat land and there's a fair amount of trees. Not like a lot, but there's lots of other resources. It's one of the nice things about Ragnarok. It is big and there's lots of stuff to do. Looks like there may be one of those Basilosauruses under the water up here. Well, that's crazy. Let's go see. Let's go see if we can in fact get it. I don't know what that sound is. Okay, that's one of the newer creatures that I've seen. I just don't know anything about them. I have no idea how dangerous they are or anything. Just know that I have seen them. They're kind of big. I don't know if we can actually take anything like that out or not. Looks like he's gonna hurt us pretty bad if we're not careful. Well, let's go get our bird stamina back up and let's go see. Maybe we can take him out, huh? I don't know if we'll be able to tame him or anything. I think those things are going to be a little harder to tame, but I really don't know. I want to go see about that Basilosaurus. We don't need him or anything. We can always come by up here and get some more. But maybe if we can get that guy, that would actually be pretty awesome. I have no idea how to tame him or anything. I've never, like, tamed one or anything. That's the first one I think I've actually ever seen either. Might be kind of fun to see if we can get this guy. We don't have a lot of time, but we can always come back up here. And he makes a lot of stomping sounds. Pretty tough. He also bites really, really hard. Boy, those guys must have a lot of health. That is crazy. Yeah, I don't think I really want to try to get that Basilosaurus in the water while we have that guy stomping around. I do really like all that area over there. That looks really, really pretty. And this area isn't bad here, but definitely a little dangerous with this guy. Looks like he's running away, or maybe he's running toward us. I have no idea what he's doing. Knocks down trees pretty good, I can tell you that much. And now he likes to do the whirligig. Well, I think we're gonna have to head back. We can go see. We can find some more things maybe for a little bit. Boy, they just seem to take stuff out pretty fast. That's crazy. I'm glad they still have the little tower that was up here, because this little tower has always been something of a landmark. It's just a nice tall tower thing, but I always find it pretty interesting to come to. And it's way up on the, I guess, northern end of the island. So if I go to tab and we go to here, Or I guess it's, yeah, kind of on the north eastern end of the island. You can see how far we have come. We've all the way from over there. Looks like there is a volcano here. So we've come a long ways. There's still area up there that I think what they said is a new island or something, from what I understand. But we'll find out at some point in time, because I think they added that new island just to kind of fill out a little bit more of the map. And this looks like Wyverny area with those, hexagons. But I don't know for sure, and I'm not really going to try to find out, like I said before. I'm not going to go too much farther up that way. I just think we need to probably head back home. We've gotten a lot done. We found the oil. That's great. The oil is not hard to find. You just got to kind of know what to look for, I guess. So those rocks did definitely look different. They kind of look like the molybdenum from Osiris New Dawn. And that's kind of what struck me, was how they look similar to those rocks on Osiris New Dawn. But they were not a molybdenum. They were in fact oil. Well, I definitely found the wyvern area. That's for sure. There's a nice big yellow wyvern over there, probably fire wyvern. Looks like there's some salt crystals, huge ones sticking out the side there. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually get a good view. So you can see right down in there. There's some good fire. So this is the wyvern area, and there's a wyvern right there. So yes, that's definitely the wyvern area, and that's kind of what I was thinking. And yeah, I don't think I really want to mess around with that right now. Sounds like fun for somebody else. Maybe we'll do one at one point in time, I just don't know. And I think there is actually more wyverns and stuff down in these areas. Yeah, that's probably going to be more wyverns right down in there too. Does look like there probably will be, because that looks... Oh, yeah. Just saw a flash of a wyvern. I think I'm just going to avoid that, that's for sure. Again, maybe someday, but not right now. We got back to the base, and I went ahead and I took out some of those centipedes and stuff. And I just used the bird the whole time, and I got 223 chitin from those centipede guys. So I thought that was actually really good, and took out a couple of the titanoboas. So we have them gone, so we don't have to worry about them. Not that it matters, but we don't have to have them. Don't have to worry about them any. I need to cook up that prime meat, and then I have a whole bunch of stuff like narcotic to make. So this is going to be interesting with all of the rotten meat that we have right now. Not including that, but what we have on the bird from those Basilosaurus or whatever they were. That was crazy. That was a lot. And now we can make tons and tons of narcotic. And that's going to be great. That's going to really help us out quite a lot. As far as that goes, it's going to be a lot, but that's okay, because we can always use a lot. Before we end this, let's go do something that I've been wanting to do for a little bit. Let's go see. I do have my preserving bin here. Let's go and put in 154 oil. We'll put in at least that much of the spark powder. And then we're going to put in 6 of the cooked prime meat. And we'll dump about half of our regular cooked meat in there. We'll put about 50 more of the spark powder in there. That should be able to get us quite a bit, I would think. And I did take the anky out, and I got like over 600 metal. I have quite a bit in here right now. I had 735 while I was cooking up with 88 ingots right now. That's crazy. How many ingots do we have in here all told? There's 19, and we have 300. So we can make a bit of the rifle ammo. That's good. And we also have quite a bit of other stuff. Let's just go and make like 20 more of that. That way we have that. Then we don't have to worry about it. And now we're going to have a lot of rifle ammo, and then we can use some more of the narcotic, which I have in here. So there's over... We'll just drop that, and looks like there's some more gunpowder, and then we'll take out this stuff. Maybe we'll take about 50 of that. We'll go back. We'll get some more stuff later on. And then we're going to drop that in there. And now we should be having quite a bit of good stuff in here, and that should help out a lot. We're going to have a lot of stuff coming up. We can make a lot of rifle ammo, and that's good. That way we can use that also in our gun, and then we can go out and blast some things and see if we can get rid of some enemies that would happen to be around. But right now we do have a lot of this metal and stuff, so I'm cooking up all of that. 681 right now. That is totally crazy. So we're going to be having some stuff in our preserving bin coming up, and now you know where to find the oil. And now we also have a better anky. We have our low-level anky, and then our one that's about almost double what that one is. 167. That is crazy. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, drop a like on the video. And we got a lot of stuff done. I am cooking up some more meat because I'm going to need it. So I'm just going to go and put this stuff out. I don't need a lot of meat on me. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough to go around for a little while. And we got a lot of good things found and all of that. And now we know where to find rotten meat and oil. Now we can make a whole bunch of the jerky or preserved stuff or whatever. And we can make a whole bunch of the narcotic. And that's going to help when we have to tame something or just have narcotic on hand for different things. You have a good day, and I will talk to you next time. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.